Morning, it's day 2. It's 7:15. I was up about half an hour ago, 6:30. It's a little cold outside, 8 degrees, +8. Not too bad. I slept alright. I had to get up once for pee. And I got very thirsty, so I had to slug some water. Just charging my mobile. Some awesome news. The weather forecast is greatly improved, so it's not going to pour on Monday. Only a light drizzle. I'll see tomorrow how the forecast changes. And then it looks like that for the rest of the week, so... all that heavy rain they forecast, it's gone. So my only limitation now is SD cards and batteries. And I have to get a new GoPro. Batteries on the Hero 8 can't take the cold, and it was only +8 tonight. It just died on me. Batteries were too cold, so I had to put in a warm battery. Anyway, another expense. They're like 5,000 kroners, but they have cold weather batteries, which will be handy in winter. And HLG profile, which is good for HDR videos. So as I was saying, I can stay maybe a week, even longer. I just have to take half a day off in the middle somewhere to go up to the station or the Fjellstova. I don't think the Fjellstova will let me charge batteries. Fire hazard. But I mean, I just have to go up to the station and I can walk around the local area while batteries charge. Charge my battery bank, my one working one, since this other stupid one died. And then just stay until I run out of SD card space. Don't have to film every day, so could be here a long time. I do have to be back in the... oh no, I can't stay that long. I've got a DHL delivery coming. Shit. Alright, on the 27th, whenever that is. So yeah, I do have to go back. Bummer. Stupid thing. I could leave my stuff here, go back, stay a day, pick up DHL, and then come back out here. I don't think anyone's going to take my shit. I'll just take my camera and pack away the fly rods. So I could always do that. It's only 2 hours down on the train. Bit risky, but... and someone might call the... I don't think anyone's going to call the emergency services because they found an abandoned camp. To do that, depending on the weather. Anyway, I've done it before. I left my tent and my skis, my expensive Randonnée skis and everything, for a couple days for a doctor's appointment, and then went back up again. It was fine. No one touched anything. Would never, ever, ever, ever do that in Australia. Everything would get nicked. You couldn't even leave it for a day hike. It would get nicked. So, anyway. I think it's coffee time, so I have to get up. I'm going to put on my down jacket and my sixpence and make a coffee. At least this battery seems to be working. I've got 9 minutes left on this SD card. And today I have to dig out the big camera. Anyway, start filming on that. I have no way of charging my headlamps though, but I mean I can get batteries for one of them in the store, so even that's fine. I can get cigarettes at the store, beer at the store, coffee at the store, food at the store. And I think they may even have, this is one for Philip, saying I really should have a deer or venison stew while I'm up here, instead of sausages on the grill. Going back to basics. I think they have venison in the store in the freezer. I think I saw some last time. The local hunter sells them. So we could have venison stew. Woo-hoo-hoo! Because I brought the pots. I haven't used them yet, but I mean, I brought pots and pans. Cool. All right. Well, it was a little nippy, so I'm glad I brought my down jacket, and it's going to get colder. It's actually only +8 now. It's not that cold. But I'm glad I brought my warmer sleeping bag, because my summer one is really only good to about +7. In a pinch you can go down lower, but they don't quite live up to expectations, these mountain equipment sleeping bags, but they're cheap compared to everything else, and they're pretty good. They're comfy, only duck down, so this bag should be good to about -7. I don't believe that, but it's a 3-season bag, so down to 0, -2. And then I have a winter bag good to -40, which means it's probably only good to about -15. Anyway, I have to get this stove on the go. So, whoops. Hope it doesn't blow up on me. I've plenty of gas too, so I brought 2 gas, knowing it'd be longer. 2 propane. Great little thing, that jet boil. Oh, doesn't need to be much gas in that bottle. Probably use that bottle up. Very stiff in the morning. Oh. Where's that? Falling over. Coffee time. Oh, not too clean. Everything's covered in dew. It's all wet. Well, I can stay another 2-3 days. It looks like, depending on the weather. We'll check the weather again this afternoon. See if the forecasts change. I don't want to pack up in the rain. That's a no-no. So, suck if it was forecast nice weather and started pouring. That'd be bad. But it looked like very light drizzle, not much rain. I can pack up in that, that's alright. 3 minutes left on this, then change SD cards. I'm gonna need all the SD cards I have if I'm staying longer, so I'm not using one per day. So anyway, it's alright. You see when it's dark, I can figure that out. There's no time code, no timestamp, date stamp on these files, which is a pain. It's just GoPro 000 blah blah. Anyway, I'm gonna run out of coffee tomorrow. So tomorrow, because I'm using 2 per coffee, so if I have 3 coffees today, that's 6, and then I've got 4 left for tomorrow morning. But then I can check. So SD card number 2, day 2. Batteries keep dying on the GoPro. That's not good. So I have to charge 2 batteries. They'll be here a while. That's a worry. Anyway. Well, hope that worked. Hope the battery's not dying on me. It's 9:35. I still have to charge my last GoPro battery, but it's cold and the sun hasn't come out, so I may have to pick up more coffee tomorrow. I've got 6 left. If I have enough, if I have just 1 bag per coffee cup, 1 sachet. But this battery seems alright, so charge the last one. And the battery bank's at 72%. As long as it doesn't suddenly die, I should be okay. I can always charge my mobile at the train station. One little platform in one tiny waiting room. And it's not going to rain on Monday, but I am leaving on Monday. I'm not staying longer. Because it's going to rain maybe pretty heavily on Tuesday. So that's no good. So I have to leave on Monday anyway. And then there's the battery issue. So, shame. I'd have to be back on Wednesday at the latest anyway because of the stupid DHL. 8 18 terabyte hard drives are being delivered to my house. $2,000, whatever it is, 22,000 kroner. So I definitely want to be there to pick it up. It would be very bad if it got sent back or disappeared or something. Anyway, so that took an hour to charge, over an hour. That's a pain. I'm not sure how much battery I have left on this bank now though. That could be an issue. I can't see. It's so weak, the thing. I'm sure there's at least 50%. Put it away in the shade. I don't want that boiling in the sun. So hunters, so I've got my orange cap on. I would have liked to have used my sixpence, but I'd rather not risk it. It's going to be hot though. This is for the late fall. It's nice and warm, so anyway, we'll see. I brought my cap, so maybe I'll take this off after a while if I stop hearing bangs. They were close by though. Probably after ptarmigan. I hope not deer, because those bullets go a long way. But at least now I'm visible. So that backpack weighs a ton. So I'm gonna have a slug of water and then start heading up the trail and then see what that river looks like. I've charged all my GoPro batteries, 2 full batteries for the Lumix. Backpack weighs a ton. I don't know what's the fishing gear weighs a bit, the camera weighs a bit, and the tripod weighs a bit. Plus a jacket and a bread roll with goat's cheese and salami from yesterday. I hope I don't have to pee for a while. I took a dump, so that's out of the way, thank God. It's only a little one. Anyway, I'll put you away and then we have to get cracking. It's already late. It's 11, so that's earlier than I've fished here before, which is usually a 1 or 2 o'clock start. Last trip, 2 o'clock start, but anyway, I was up early enough, 6:30, so okay. Well, it froze there, the GoPro, so probably the SD card. So there's signs, so I'm guessing this is the right trail. I'm not sure exactly where it goes. Not by the river here, but I have to go all the way up to the end of the falls. So let's get cracking. Wow, glad I have my waders. A bit wet. It's a pretty good trail. I've been here before many years ago. Walked all the way from Muirfield here, more or less. So, a mate of mine said it's probably hunting for ptarmigan, because there are multiple shots in quick succession, so not deer, which is good, because shotgun is shorter range. I'm worried about deer bullet whizzing in the wrong direction all the way over here. That would be bad. This is a bit of a climb. So it doesn't go by the river there. Anyway. Goes all the way up into the hills here. I'm out of shape. But then it's flat, I hope. Oh, another big hill. This goes all the way to Ljosanbotn. Oh, where's this going? I want to be close to the river. May have to bushwhack when I get to the top of the falls. I don't know where this trail goes. Oh God. Oh shit. It's climbing up into Muirfield. We don't want that. Oh crap. I don't know. This is no good. I may have to stop and check the map. I may be on the trail to Muirfield, which we don't want.
who's bushwhacking all the way back down to the river. Now this is long trail, steep as. Go up this hillock and check the map. Oh God. Too early in the morning for this much exercise. I have to check the map. This is, don't remember this. Don't remember this at all. Yeah, so there were two pops, so that's definitely Ptarmigan hunters. Wrong trail. This doesn't go to Muirfed, but it follows, goes up high. There is a trail, apparently, a goat trail. I missed it. It goes along the river. So I have to bushwhack down there carefully because these, I got felt soles on there, a bit slippery. I have to go down about 60 meters in altitude to hit the, and I think that's when I end up there, I'll be more or less above the falls. So just hoping there's no cliff there right down that way that I can get down it. Anyway, we'll see. Off again. This is a bit slippery on these wading boots. I didn't use treads. These are no good on the stones in the river, but they're a bit slippery on the moss and the grass. Oh shit. I may have to, I don't know if I can get down here. It may be too steep. I think this way is to go. Rods keep catching on everything. No, it's fine. Alright. So a little detour to be expected. Oh, fuck. I gotta really watch those rods. Some salted garlic. Got the rods in one hand. I usually do it backwards, but it's not that many trees. And I can't watch the rods because I'm watching my footing. I'll go through this marsh. Bushwhacking. I hope I find that trail. This should be more or less above the falls. I hope. Oh, this is a pain. Whoa. Deep and muddy. They're good. Quicksand. Oh, I haven't gotten to the top of the falls yet, I don't think. Can hear them. Huh. Oh, exploring. All right. Oh, that's still too rough there. I have to go further upstream. Hit that trail though, I think. We'll go down this little valley. Too rough here for fishing. Definitely don't want to go for a swim. It would be fatal. Get swept down those falls. Should be nearing the trail. Turn you around. Oops. Fishing rods are tangled. No. Here we go. Don't want to snap a rod. Expensive sage rods. Is this the trail? I don't think so. Deep here. Too rough. Alright, let's keep going. Nice trail. There's no signpost on that, as usual. Riffles. Maybe that pool there. It's doable behind that rock. I don't know if I should be fishing upstream or downstream. Probably upstream. So I might give this a shot. Fish here for a bit. Alright, let's fish here. It's that rock and that pool looks good. I don't know how deep it is. Let's have a look. I want to go for a swim and then end up down there. Ooh. Looks maybe a little deep. Yeah, it's pretty deep. So I'm going to sneak. I have to crouch. Water's crystal clear. I should really be crouching now. So should really dig out the camera and the tripod. But I won't. Anyway, fishing time. Well, almost had a bite and then he jumped out of the water, but then he wouldn't bite again. I spooked him. I have to get rid of, oh, there's maybe, oh no, they're just hikers over there, but they may be hunters. So I have to get rid of this cat. I think the fish see it from a long way away. Spooks them. But I'm going to set up the big camera and get some fly fishing action. So there's a nice trail on that side too. This one gets fewer people, I think. But I'm going to fish this area, across there, maybe wade over, fish that calm bit over there. It looks fishy. But I'm going to set up the camera first. Alright, we're rolling. Ljosanbotn TV. Watch it, subscribe. har fisk. He's not a bad size. Alright. Barbless hooks from England. Should come straight out. There we go. Vi har fisk på video. Så bra. Alright, jag måste slippa den ut snart. Okej. Upp. Nu är det så stort. That was about the third cast. Vi har fisk på video. Så bra. Alright, jag måste slippa den ut snart. Okej. Upp. Alright, let's catch some more. Trout nymphing or European nymphing really works. Wow. No doubt about it. Works. Alright, so I think that was the one fish. I'm not going to try and cross. I might go for a swim because the current's really strong there. I'm going to head up the trail to the next fishing spot, which shouldn't be too far. I see some likely boulders up that way. So time to turn you off, but we got a fish. Great. Well, right here looks too deep and too rough. Right there is up to the chest. So I have to keep moving. Just up there till it calms down a bit. And I can probably ride out in the middle of the river. Now it's the jogger I passed earlier. That's the 4 people on the other side. She's jogging away. She's got to be 70 and very fit. Anyway, so I may be able to wade across, I'm not sure, but I'm going to fish just here and have a look and maybe wade across to those rocks over there. Nowhere really to put my backpack. This whole area looks fishy. I'll give you a squeeze. It looks very, along the banks especially. I should really fish, wade across and fish this deep riffle, this cut along the bank. Lots of trees, makes it difficult. But I'm going to fish just here for now. Alright. Okay, this area looks very promising. It's quite deep. And then I'll have to come back and point you upstream. I might actually fish that bit, so I might point you like so. Alright. Fish, fish, fish. This right here looks good. That pool, I probably spooked them, I think. Right. In the middle there. And then right across. Snag. Keep that cider off the water. It's shallow here. Oop. Maybe a fish. Yeah. to upriver, I think. So I'm going upstream. There was a jump. I didn't take it. Behind that rock, maybe. Looks likely. Alright, try that channel. I think there's fish here, but there just don't seem to be that many. There's a riffle over there that looks really good too. And this part of this stretch of the river upstream is much better than where the camping spot is. So this is where to fish, obviously. Both dry fly and nymphing. No insects though. Time's it. It's wow. It's 1:45. So I'll fish until about 4:30, and then I'd like to have a few cold ones, and I have to sop the logs. May as well getting shot. I have to sop the logs. So and cold ones in the sun is nice. But I'll fish until 4:30. That's another 3.5 hours fishing. That's pretty solid. That's 5 hours fishing all up, or whatever it was. I forget when I got moving. 12 maybe? 4.5 hours. Pretty good. Some bushwhacking. Lost my fly. Is it recording? No tally light. Yep. Well, I snagged and lost my fly, so same fly again. It's a green caddis emerger or something. Something. A little worm. Pupae, caddis pupae, I guess. Wow, down a third of the battery. Wow. So I'm recording long stretches, but I mean, that's alright. So that riffle looks good. That deep pool over there struck out. I was sure there'd be decent sized fish there, but nothing. So I'll just try right here. I don't know. It's difficult. I don't think there's a whole lot of fish here. Or they're not active. I don't think there's that many. There seems to be one fish for every kilometer of river. So, still, it's my local, so I'll give it my best shot. and I'll head up to the bridge and then come down, fish along the other side of the river. That bank over there. This bank is better though, definitely. It's deeper and there's less tree and bush, and it's easier to get down to the bank, but we'll see. Nothing. Well, I have to head down and pick up the rest of my gear and move on up. And then get shallow for a bit. It's alright, just wander along the riverbank. It's very relaxing. I can recommend this for anyone. If you have patience. And don't expect huge fish. Alright. Alright, so try this riffle. I fished the downstream part of it, and I think maybe up here. I have to go all the way down and get my rod. Anyway. This fish there, I had 3 solid bites, but didn't hook him. So now I have to move quite a ways up that way, past all this shallow shit. I'll give you a squeeze around the river. So now it's just, unless I can probably wade out to that riffle there, see what it looks like. I think I have to go further upstream now. It's a shame there's no insects, and dry fly fishing would have been nice. Although I think the nymphing is more effective. And that's what it looks like. Downstream is nice too. The other side of the river doesn't look as attractive. Doesn't have this nice gravel bank you can wander around, which makes it perfect. Anyway, turn you off. Well, this riffle there looks nice. I don't know if I can wade out to the bigger riffle. Maybe too deep. Looks like there's a bit of depth there. I'm not sure, but I'll give that a shot. Striking out now since my first fish, but at least I had 3 bites over there. That's something. Alright, I have to turn you off and on every time I narrate. So I don't, because I'm fast forwarding the fishing clips. Well, again, bites. About 3 bites there, but unless I'm hitting bottom, I don't think so. They felt like bites. But I'm unable to hook them. They're not, maybe they're so small they can't even take that tiny caddis pupae. Tiny nymph, size 18 or something. So I'm not sure. I have to head upstream a bit now, I think. After my phone's pinging, so I've got to see what that is. Well, that riffle looks promising, so I'm going to try that. I can move it a little bit. There. Alright. One battery left. One bar left. One battery. Nice. Nada. Nice pool, but nothing in your own home. No bites. Well, that's one fly down, another fly down, but one battery down on the Linux. So I'm going to try behind this rock. It's almost too deep to wade though. I'm not sure how to get out there. I'm going to be wading pretty deep. I may have fished this pool already and maybe it's time to move upstream. I'm not sure. This doesn't look so good, but you never know. I mean, maybe I can fish this hole there, I think. That looks deep and nice, and I put on a longer leader. So I'll try that first before we head up. Okay, turn you off and back on. There we go. Maybe I can lure a fish in that hole there. Who knows? Oh, it's a good fish. Shit. Shit. Took the line out. It's a better fish. Holy shit, it's a better fish. Lining up thin tippet. Oh, he's decent. Oh, he's not huge, but he's a fighter. Look at that. Oh shit. Oh, he released. Self-release. He's a better fish. Get a photo of him. Self-release. Lucky I caught him. Bedre fisk. Fisk nummer 2. Den var større. Og han datt av kroken og føk nesten tilbake i elva. Så jeg får sette han tilbake da. Men han er 150 gram kanskje. Nesten like stor som støvelen min. Så bra, jeg er fornøyd. There he goes, he's about to disappear. Oh, he's not looking happy there. What's up, little buddy guy? I have to swim in. I'm sure he'll recover. There he goes. He's looking better. Off he swims. Shelter under the rock. I knew there was a fish there. He was a fighter on 2-weight rod. Wow. I barely got him in. That was cool. That made my day. I can go back and have a beer now. My day's over. I don't know. I doubt I'll get 3. But I think we can start heading up the river. See if they're in. That was a good hole there, I have to admit, right off a riffle. So, whoops, too dark. Yeah, it's about right. Anyway, cool, I got him on camera. Awesome. Bedre fisk. Fisk nummer 2. Den var større. Oi, han datt av kroken og føk nesten tilbake i elva. Så jeg får sette han tilbake da. Men han er 150 gram kanskje. Nesten like stor som støvelen min. Så bra, nå er jeg fornøyd. That run looks good there. And then all the way up to those rocks. The way out there, it's pretty shallow. So I'll give that a shot. That's a hole right there, so I can't go there, but go to the middle and then fish upstream. Alright, I have to scramble down. Oh, I'm on SD card number 2 already. Getting in and out of this thing. Well, no luck, so I don't know, I think it's almost time to head home. It's 3:15. Kind of want to be back before dark. I could fish some more. Got my 2 fish. I've got all day tomorrow on the other bank. This doesn't look so good. So, turn you around. I don't know if you're in focus. The river doesn't look so good from up here. So it's kind of shallow and a bit rough, and there don't seem to be that many good holes. So I've fished good 4 hours now, since 11 roughly, or whenever I set out. Maybe it was 12. But I'm almost fished out, and I kind of want to chill with the beer now. Lazy fishermen should be fishing 12 hours, right, a day. But I think it's time to make tracks, so I'm going to put you away. I'm also going to run out of SD cards because I'm on my second SD card here. Been filming so much, and I want enough SD card for tomorrow and for the fire. So I've used up one whole 256 gigabyte SD card, and I'm not sure how much is left on the other one. I have another backup 128 gigabyte card, so I should be alright. But normally 256 cards last me a week. But now I'm fishing every time I go in the river. I turned it on, so I'm filming a lot, and then I'll have to edit and cut and fast forward. So I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna have a little break, sit down, and if I do head back, I have to pack you away, and then it's just the GoPro on the way home. Alright, 2 fish. That's my record for trips, so in one day, I beat my record. Alright, it's 3:30 almost exactly. See how long it takes to get home. I'm calling it a day. I want a cold beer, and I want to build a fire. I'm not sure about the fire because it means sawing logs, which is a pain, and it's still warm. Should have a fire. I collected all that firewood. but it's about an hour back, so I'm gonna time it. At least I have a trail. So that was a good fish. He took out line. He really raced, and I've got almost no drag on that reel, so I had it on lowest setting. So it was exciting. I should have maybe had the net instead of lofted him on shore, which is not so good. Not gentle handling of the fish. But anyway, I have to do it with my backpack, my chest strap. So then I'll at least film on the way home. I've got enough GoPro batteries. I've got 2 more full ones for tomorrow. I have to charge a Lumix battery that uses a lot of juice, and I don't know how much is left on the battery bank. Maybe 50%. We'll find out. I can't read it in the sun, it's so dim, the numbers. So that Sage ESN rod is awesome, and the reel combo. That's my new favorite setup, and that's so effective. It catches fish. I wouldn't have caught anything on the one-handed dry fly setup or the hopper dropper. I doubt it. Maybe. And that just one fly is working. Green caddis pupae is just catching all the fish. Don't need to change flies. I had a lot of bites earlier, like 6 or 7, but I think the fly was too big, so I switched to a smaller fly, the smallest I had of the caddis, and that's what caught this. That's about a size 18 or a size 18 fly, or 16 or something. Pretty tiny, but it's got a tungsten head, so it gets down, and barbless hooks. He self-released. Anyway, alright, so show you the trail on the way back. I'm not going to film all of it, but some of it. 3:30 now. I could grab another couple brews and some coffee, but I think I'll just run out what I have. I have enough. Still have 10 beers. That's 5 a night, and I'm not having that many on. I might take some home. Not having that many on Sunday. It's a big packing day. Although the last train goes at 7, so there's no rush, and it's not going to rain, thank God. So the river up that way wasn't that interesting. I didn't think so. Too shallow, not really enough holes, and not so easy to access from the bank. It is on the other side, so I might come up here. I'll do the other bank tomorrow. Explore. Doesn't look like I'm going to the end of the valley though. It may be too far. I know the rapids further up. You can see it from the train. So, or more or less rapids. So too rough. I have to do my backpack. So I just pop it down. Alright, I have to put the belt on. It is actually quite a heavy pack. Got the tripod and the camera, the water jacket, hunting cap, bag of fishing gear, net we didn't use. Alright. It's time for a cold one. Oh, I've been looking forward to this all day. Well, I'm sinking. Problem, legs go straight in the marsh. I don't know if I can sit like this. I have to adjust this. This is no good. That's better. Alright, I think that's sorted. You can get camp chairs which have a cloth bottom between the legs to stop it from sinking in the ground. So that would have been good here. Didn't really think of that. You also need it for the snow. So one cold feeding and I can have 5. Oh shit, must be good. So, short upsummiting. 2 fish in 1 day. New record for this year. One was very small, but the fighter, he wasn't that big, but took out line. I almost didn't get him in. I had to fight him for about 3 minutes, and I got both of them on video, which is extra cool. And I managed to save the second one, even though he self-released right near the water. He didn't escape. He almost escaped. Thank God he didn't. So I got photos and I sent them to all my mates and my Samaya, and I'll post them on Facebook, of course. Arna's Fishing Adventures. But I got him on the... Ooh, this MiG. Don't like that. Mosquito. I got it on the big camera, on the Lumix. And the fighting. Because otherwise I just have a photo of it. So that's why I filmed every time I went in the water, basically. Which used up huge amount of SD card. And so I'll probably use up both SD cards plus the backup. But I was fishing more on this trip than on the last trip. I didn't fish as much, I don't think, because I didn't use like anything like 2 full SD cards. So that was exciting. You definitely need light gear or it's no fun. My one-handed rod, Sage ZXL, is way overkill. It's a 7 weight, which means you can throw big flies. But as we saw today, a tiny size 18 caddis nymph from Barbless Flies in the UK, nice guy, catches fish anyways, flies, but they eat tiny flies, so throwing on a big hopper or a streamer or whatever is useless. And whoops, there's gunshots, so they're hunting deep in the hills there. So I mean, I struck out pretty much until I changed to the smallest fly I had. So that did the trick. Didn't have to change color or pattern or anything like that. And I have lots of them. Those green ones catch fish. And I don't have a dropper system because I just tangle them. It's no good for me. I'm a beginner, so I have to use just one fly. I would be more effective with the dropper, but got him. MiG. I have to put some MiG, some deep on probably. There's quite a few of them out now. As long as there are no horseflies. But I mean, and then tomorrow we'll see. I don't know if I want to go all the way up the river again on the other bank, or if I just fish that bank just right there. It looks good, and I haven't fished it yet. I didn't fish it last time. And that way I don't have to go up the hill. But it was only half an hour walk back to go half the river, so that's not much. And if I get an earlier start, I still not before 10 because it's too cold and the sun's not out. I think I started at 11:30 today, maybe even 12. Maybe I only did 3 hours fishing, 3.5, not 4.5. But if I get out of here by 11, then that's plenty of time. I think fishing till 3:30 is perfect, because now I have about 2.5 hours sun and warmth to chill and relax, which is important. And I'm releasing the fish anyway, so it's really kind of irrelevant if I catch or not, but it's fun, and it gets me views on Ljosanbotn TV. Not that that pays me any money. Alright, I have to save battery. I'm on my second battery now, so I'm going to turn you off and then see how much is left in my battery bank. I think I'll get by on one battery bank without charging on Monday. I hope so. It's very important that my mobile is charged, because the weather forecast, but also my train ticket will be on the mobile. I think you can pay by card, I'm not sure, but it's better to order before, and then I can check the train times and all the rest of it. So if the mobile dies, that's really a problem. I have a backup mobile, but payment is only on the one mobile, because it's that SIM card. Even though I have a twin SIM, payment and Bunky Day doesn't work on the twin SIM, only on the original SIM. Alright, turn you off, save some batteries. If I can get up, that's a good question. Stiff. Bored. So it is really pretty. I'm charging the mobile, that's the most important thing. So there's Mjølfed. Wow, that's a climb and a half going up there. There's my creek. My chair, which is sunk straight into the ground, is so damp here. And the abortion, that is the campsite. So anyway, I wanted to get some footage of that on the good camera as opposed to just the GoPro. I'm just chilling. I may save. It's going to be much colder tomorrow. Temperature drops by about 7 degrees, so I may save a fire for the last night. Won't really have enough beers to enjoy it unless I really limit myself tonight. I've only had 2. But then last night having a lot of beers is a bad idea, because you have to get up and pack and all the rest of it. Or I could just leave the firewood for the next person. Spent an hour and a half, 2 hours gathering it though. Be a shame not to use it. Just the idea of sawing all those logs is so off-putting. It's a huge job, an hour's job maybe at least. An hour of stress and effort. So I don't know. Anyway, it's still chill o'clock for now. Thank God for the chair. Even if it does sink down into the ground, it still supports your back, which is the main thing. So that's coming with me on every trip from now on. No more sitting on the ground, crookbøyd, and getting a bad back. That's over. Well, let's set up the grill. Fires for tomorrow. There's the abortion at the campsite. Fires for tomorrow. It'll be colder. I'll enjoy a fire then. A bit of a beer crisis. I should have gone and bought more beer, but I've had 4. I can have my 5th, and that leaves 5 for tomorrow. Or I'm by the fire. And by the fire, it's nice to have a few beers. So last beer for tonight. Sausages. On the recommendation of a mate, it's chorizo sausage instead of bacon sausage, which are apparently nasty. Those are the pancakes I'm telling you about, the flatbread. I'm taking home quite a bit of food, which is kind of dumb, but anyway. Cool. So, as you can see, I've got my mini down jacket on, little puffer. Cheap one for about $100, but it got pretty nippy. It is pretty nippy now. I don't know what it is, 7 or 8. But just cold enough with just a t-shirt and a normal shirt. I needed something warmer than my soft shell. So I had this on this morning as well, and Monday will be even colder. 5 plus 5 plus 6. And tomorrow's going to be colder, so tomorrow night the fire might be in order. The only problem with the fire is kindling is fine. There's a lot of dried grass to burn, but chopping those into bits is a major job, which I don't feel like doing. That's a lot of sawing. That's an hour at least for the big one. I could even have fire tonight instead of tomorrow night. But then I'll have no beer, because you can only buy beer on Monday through Saturday. No beer sales on Sunday. And you have to have beer by the fire. So, anyway. But it's going to be chillier tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be nice to have a fire. Last one before I go. I need more kindling, because this wood is pretty wet. I'll have to go probably up into the hills there somewhere and get a whole lot of kindling from those pine trees. That pine tree there looks like it has a lot. We'll see if I even build a fire. It'd be a shame after all that effort, all that sawing those damn logs, which took forever, to just leave it. That was a lot of sawing. Anyway, I mean, I could have a fire tonight and just have just 1 or 2 beers tomorrow. And then be awake and in good shape for leaving on Monday. But I think it's going to be cold on Sunday, tomorrow. Tomorrow night's going to be cold. So then I think fire is the go. So I'm still charging the Lumix U, the Lumix battery. It takes forever to charge. My battery bank's down to 50%, but I've charged my phone, which is down to 85 now, but I think I'm good for batteries that lasted 3 or 4 days, that one battery bank, which is what I remember from the last trip. I really didn't need the second battery bank, but I will have to buy a new one if any trips go more than like 3 or 4 days. Then you need more juice, because everything needs charging. The phone, the GoPro phone has to be charged once a day. The GoPro's almost once a day. And the Lumix, if I film a lot, I go through 2 batteries. I've gone through 1.5 batteries so far, so that's almost once a day. So then you need a lot of battery banks or extra batteries, but extra batteries for these things are really expensive. So battery banks are much, much cheaper. So I'm going to plop you here in your hidey hole, not your hidey hole, that's the camera bag, on the tripod. Tighten that up. And you weren't even recording. So time to light the grill. That's Norwegian inngangsgrill. Show you how it works. And there's a sheet of paper soaked in accelerant, whatever it is, some fuel. So you kind of can't light, but take lighters and matches. And it'll more or less stick by itself. And there's charcoal underneath. Now that's to burn for at least 20 minutes to get rid of the fuel smell and for the coals to heat up. I've had some very bad ingangskyll before, which sucked. They didn't burn properly, and all the sausages tasted of gasoline. But these particular ones seem to be okay. I don't know what brand they are. And if they're old, then the thing doesn't burn properly because all the fuel is evaporated. So the wax paste, the paper is no more gas in it. Anyway, okay. So I can have my last beer and then cook sausages, and then it's already late. It's 8 o'clock. I'll be in bed by about 9:15, 9:30, like last night. And then I can sleep in until about 9 because the sun doesn't come. It gets light much later. Much earlier, of course. It gets light at around 7:30. But it's so cold and so miserable. And the sun, until the sun comes out, which is around 10 up here, the sun hits the valley at around 10. So there's not much to do except sit around and drink coffee. And I'm low on coffee too, so I have to go make a run to the shops for more coffee at least. Got enough food, and I can't buy beer on Sunday anyway, so anyway. Alright. Well, it failed. The coals didn't light. There wasn't enough fuel in the paper. It dried out. Too old. So I have to set that aside. I'll put it in the marsh somewhere so it doesn't burn anything down. And then I have to try my last one. And then if that doesn't work, it's ideal turmat, not ideal turmat, but it's freeze-dried dinner. No sausage. Really disappointing. These things are not too reliable if they sit around too long. But that's not hot at all. It didn't catch. So the coals didn't catch at all. So that sucks. So I guess I get to put it away, turn you off, save battery. But they're expensive too, 68 kroners, whereas in the normal shops they're about 30 kroners or 25 or something. They've been sitting out forever in this Kordal up here at Ljosanbotn, so no wonder they're probably ancient. Everyone has their own barbecues, they all have their own cabins here, so no one's buying Englandskyll. So if this doesn't work, then I get to try out one of my terrible freeze-dried dinners. And there's no sausage tonight. That sucks. That failed totally, the last one. Anyway, here we go. I think it's going to fail. Maybe not. Seems to be more fit than this one. It wasn't quite as old. That looks better. Coals are catching. Coals didn't catch in the last one. So I have to go in and buy coffee and another 1 or 2 Englandskyll. Be safe. Tomorrow morning I can do it, while it's still dark before the sun hits the area. they go fishing. That's what it's supposed to do, I think. That's more like it. The one last night worked really well, so I think this is looking a little better. The coals have to catch. It's a stupid Dan coal, which had an Istul also, which was more or less useless. A useless Dan coal. Ah! But that looks like the coals are catching. Yeah, that's better. Alright, I can turn you off. I can have a cold brewski, my last one for tonight. Because I want some for the fire. Alright, pass this over. But it means I have to buy another one or two for tomorrow. Sucks. Now barbecuing in the dark. That grill kind of sucks. But it is what it is. It's the only one I got. So that's the heat pot sausages because they're already cooked. Chorizos. Just reheat them. Rest of the coals did not catch. Wasn't done. A very dirty fishing knife. Or rusty. Need a new knife. Crap. So there they go. And I'm on my last beer. And this is maximum ISO on the S5 too. 204,000 or whatever it is. What time is it? It's late. It's 9 o'clock. I really need to be in bed by 9:30. 10 o'clock at the latest. Although no reason to get up early because the sun doesn't hit the tent until 10 in the morning. And then it's freezing and miserable until about 10 o'clock with heavy fog and whatnot. So I hope that works. I don't feel like eating raw sausages. They're not raw, they're cooked. But cold sausages. I think there's enough coals there that it'll be alright. But I'm not sure. So, and the other Lumix battery is still charging. So I'll turn you off, save batteries. And I got 1.5 Lumix batteries for tomorrow, which is all I need. Almost 2. Battery bank is down to about 50% now. I think 5 beers was just right a night. Probably do it more tomorrow, but then I have to be up on Monday early. Before the rain comes. That's important. So I'll start packing tomorrow evening. Quick pack all the fishing gear and the whatnot, and then the clothing, just what I need for Monday morning. And so get out of here early because it's 2 hours up with multiple trips. Can't do it in one. I have to do one backpack at a time up that hill. So anyway, I'll turn you off. Your ISO 248,800. Alright. So I'm not sure you got that last sausage, but we're grilling sausages again tomorrow, which are the bad ones, the bacon sausage. Turn this to the side. Maybe that helps. So Anyway, if you didn't get it, more sausages. It's just grilling sausages on the Angus good. No big deal. I take a pee, my last smoke, maybe clean up a bit of the mess. I'll do that tomorrow, I think. And it's now 9:36. So I was in bed by 9:30 last night. A little later tonight, maybe 9:45. It's not too bad. I can sleep in until 9 because the sun doesn't hit here and it's freezing cold and miserable until 10 o'clock when the sun comes. So no dramas there. And I don't even have to make breakfast because I didn't eat my lunch, which is a stupid bread roll with snowfrisk, which is like a creamy goat cheese, and salami on a bread roll, which I took all the way from Bergen and still haven't eaten. I was supposed to eat that for lunch today, but I was too big on the fishing. So that's still there, and it's salamis, and the cheese will be fine even it's been sitting out 2 days at whatever room temperature. I'm sure it's fine. Pate or smoked salmon or something would be different, but I'm sure the salami is good for 10 years at least. So anyway, I'll turn you off because I have to put you in your hidey hole, the camera bag. Otherwise you'll get a lot of condensation tomorrow. There was condensation or dew over absolutely everything this morning, and there will be again tomorrow morning. And if that gets inside the electronics of the camera, then it's have to wait for it to dry out, and it won't start, and it's not good. So I'll put you inside the camera bag and the camera bag inside the tent. So there may still be a problem, but at least I tried. So anyway, and then anything with that you want dry has to be inside the tent. Otherwise, it gets tons of dew. It was sopping wet with dew this morning, and when the sun came out, there were rolling clouds of steam from the sun evaporating all the dew. So anyway, I think I've got this is a great headlamp from China, eBay. I think I've got everything inside that needs to stay dry, and then I may even take my Crocs inside because they got dew. I have to wipe them down and dry them. I'll close the I won't do that. Close the tarp. I'm not sure. I've got a towel with me, a little travel towel, so I can wipe them dry. That's not a big deal. I can do that. They can stay out. It's great having Crocs when you're camping because you can just slip them on and go out for a pee or whatever it is you have to do. Whereas struggling into your hiking boots, and they're all tight and you have to undo them and do the laces and all that crap. Your laces are sopping wet because they've been on the ground. It's just a nightmare. So always have Crocs or camp booties or something like that when you're camping. That's in winter, obviously I have winter booties, down ones or something, to tromp around camp. But it didn't really occur to me that it's just as important when summer camping, or as we are now in the fall or autumn camping. So anyway, some tips, 2 tips, major tips. Camping chair to save your back, and Crocs or something to tromp around camp in that you can get in and out of very easily. So, alright, time to put you away in your hidey hole. And I think you're rolling? Yeah, we don't have a tally lamp on this camera, just on the back, which is useless. So, not like the S1H.